All right. And we are live. Okay, so after earlier's absolute catastrophe, apparently it was a rogue Google TV on the network that was somehow messing up the Twitch stream. It looked like it was sending somehow duplicating messages, so we're gonna have to probably do some weird firmware updates on the Google TV device. Pro tip, kids: disconnect your devices one by one to see which one's causing the issue. Um, so yeah, this is Gamedec. It is a cyberpunk game that was kickstarted. I was one of the backers on the Kickstarter. Allegedly, there's a multiplayer function, I think, but I haven't gotten to play with it. I have not played this as yet. I do not know what to expect. It does have a warning about photosensitivity. There's apparently flashing lights, that it makes a big disclaimer at the beginning. So if you have photosensitive seizure disorders, definitely keep an eye, definitely consider skipping this one. I don't know if there's a way to disable them. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't. Ooh, maybe? No. Oh, but it does have like a. Oh, this is neat. If you're colorblind, it's got colorblind settings for deuteranope, protanope, and tritanope colorblindness. But it doesn't appear to have any way to like disable the flashing lights, so it looks like if you have photosensitive epilepsy or photosensitive seizure disorders, you may want to steer clear of this one. That said, welcome to the Gamedec stream. Let's go ahead and get started.
It's a strange profession, Gamedec. You're neither a player nor a detective. You know the rules and how people break them. How they leave a digital trail.
This is cool.
And there is always a trail.
Oh, this is really cool.
A flaw in the source code. Backdoors used by cheaters.
Oh, this is neat. I want to play in some of these worlds, like, for real, though.
Anonymity skins. Used to cover up unpopular activities. All can be found. All can be traced. With a lot of skill and a little bit of luck. Sometimes more than a little.
Knight's Code is a great name.
There are surprises, even for a Gamedec. But in the end, you keep your eyes on the prize. This is my story. What's yours?
Oh, that's neat. Okay, that's a solid intro. Oh, that's real code. Defining an index, finding updates. Yeah. It looks like... Ooh, it's going real fast. Looks like maybe Java. I'd have to see it more closely. As with any of these, this is a casual playthrough. Oh, there's a lot of attractive avatars. Ooh, rainbow hair. Oh, rainbow hair. Do I want to go for this rainbow? Oh, no. Okay. Okay, so it only has gender binary. Oh. Oh, okay. Hedonism. Oh, there's a bunch of options. Okay. Origin, low city, high city. I wonder if it'll let me do that. It's not stopping me. So I'm gonna go low city origin. I'm assuming low city is like a, like the poor side of town. Oh, okay. So I guess this side's supposed to be masks and this side's supposed to be femmes. That's cool. Oh my god, they all look so cool. actual, like, Dick Tracy looking character. Oh, look at her locks. Or their locks, I guess, because you can choose any. Well, yeah, because it only has she, her, or he, him. It doesn't really have a they, them option. Maybe the devs are coming out with it in a future update. I think I'm going to go with this one. All right. So we have self-direction. The dominant value guiding your character before they chose the game deck profession. Your choice will determine the aspects they will start their adventure with. So we have fire, light bulb, puzzle, and heart. I'm guessing that's like strength, intelligence, wits, and stamina, essentially. Do they have like a balanced build type thing? I think prioritizing. Oh, conformity. Okay. All right, so we have self-direction, stimulation, hedonism. I'm tempted. Achievement, power, security, conformity, tradition, benevolence, universalism. Okay. So what if... So achievement might be really good? Or hedonism? I kind of like the stats for tradition, but I'm not comfortable with the idea that I'm going into the game deck profession, or that I was guided by tradition. I don't like that conceptually. Let's go for hedonism. Let's go for what looks like probably smart build. Oh god, all these designs are so attractive. Okay. Apartment Realium. The communicators of the late 22nd century ensure visual, sound, thermal, and olfactory contact. The conglomerate of central modalities is called sensory connection or sensing. A computer user connecting to a user of the same device has access to 4 sensory representations, but does not have to use them. Users often turn off the olfactory and thermal channels. R. Oh no. They did a return, but they forgot to put the slash in. There's a whole return carriage. That's adorable. Well, I hope they forgot it, unless that's intentional that they left the return carriage in. Owners of newer walktails have access to optical, auditory, and limited olfactory channels, just like Omnic owners. The owners of the newest Temple Obi coins can take advantage of the amazing quality of all channels, as Obi coins send sensations directly to the interpretive areas of the brain. This makes them better than computers. Multisensory Encyclopedia 33rd edition. Okay. I didn't remember why I'd become a game deck. At some point, to choose a dialogue option, left click on it or press the corresponding number key. To see the history, click the arrow at the top. Okay, cool, so we can see history. At some point, I must have decided that it was a reasonable way of making money. Then I just got used to it. Ooh. I solved numerous cases, so people started to believe I was credible, and credibility was crucial in my line of work. Pretty much everything can be falsified, but you can't fake credibility. Games, besides my workplace, also became my second home. Did I ever play for fun? Yeah, sometimes I did. Look around. I was surrounded by the real world, that is, Realium. I could hear Warsaw City humming outside the window. I lived in Towerstone and Wola. It was the end of the 22nd century, and the people were crazy happy. Kidding. Some were, some weren't. Which group did I belong to? I wasn't sure. Start your day. It was time to check if there were any new jobs. Okay. Oh, and we've got left click anywhere on the ground to move there. Use the tab key on your keyboard to adjust movement speed. Left click an interaction icon to interact with an object or person in your environment. What does right click do? That means right click does something else later. Some icons are always visible. Others will only appear in certain circumstances, e.g. when you move very close. Deduction. Okay. Oh, sorry, there's a tutorial. Deduction. The main nodes are questions that are key to your deduction process and solving your case. Gather information, choose answers based on that information to unlock nodes until you reach the final conclusion. Codex. Ooh. Oh, that's clever. So I guess we can go to the Gamedec Burst site. Oh. Oh, this is fun. Cal, one more stupid question. Shoot. What do you think about game decks? I think it's fun, but completely unneeded profession. A blown up nothing. Redundant. Oh, Frank, I disagree. Being a game deck is a sensible profession. Oh, this is a clever way. I kind of wish you could get it to read for you. Oh, wait, what? Gossip? Oh, dark web. Oh. Ooh. Devitalization is a process generated by the player's helmet. It's responsible for activating a game pill. Similar to the natural process of falling asleep generated by the pawns, it entails disconnecting the brain's motor and sensory centers from the rest of the body. Thanks to this, a player can move limbs of his or her character in virtualia and receive digital sensory stimuli, and at the same time lie still on a couch and feel no real stimuli. Okay. Sensing. All right, this was our tip that we got in the intro. Rendan, digital brain, a device shaped like a real brain and emulating all its functions. Rendans have both a neural network and the networks of all classes of the glial cells found in organic brains. Oh, they're going hardcore on the like science with this for the sci-fi. A Rendan can be based on a psychoscan of a living person, which makes it able to store a psyche identical to that residing in the original brain, or a psyche transferred from an organic brain. Or it can be developed artificially from the ground up, see Pygmalion technology, to hold a new, previously non-existent psyche. This is how helmet diginets are created. Blue Whales Interactive. Pygmalion. Create a human being. Admit it, you had a crush on many of our NPCs, and now you can give them life. I feel like I've met people who would do this. Realium. Warsaw City. That's where we are. Oh! Roof of the Undercity is one of my favorite spots. Even though I'm standing on one of the lowest walkways in Warsaw City, I feel like I'm on top of a mountain. Below me is a 150-meter-long gaping abyss stretching over the seemingly endless ruins of old Warsaw. A ground cleaner's company, Cyclops, chugs away in the distance, clearing rubble from old blocks of apartments. If you look hard enough, you'll notice bonfires made by savages among the dust and fog. I can hear the humming of a nearby MCC beacon standing guard and watching over me. Yes, the ROU is definitely one of my favorite spots. Unknown spot, Sebastian's belly blog. High City, the unofficial name for the highest level of a polis. High Cities feature walking platforms, flying jumps, and the densest network of new mobile routes. Okay, Realium. Oh, yeah, this is really cool, the way they've done the, Oh, this is a podcast. Oh, that's interesting. Are these all podcasts? Oh, that's cool. So wait, is this also from a podcast? It is. Oh, that's cool. There's like fictional podcasts in the world. Aspects are part of a game deck's personality expressed through actions, thoughts, and emotions. Be kind to gain empathy, aspect, inspire someone to gain inspiration, etc. Decisive red, analytical blue, creative yellow, and sociable green. Okay, so it's decisive. Decisive, analytical, creative, and sociable. Aspects are used to unlock professions. Hold down the left mouse button on a chosen profession to unlock it. Professions unlock special conversation options, enabling you to do more. Hover your cursor over a profession to see its description. Each profession requires a different personality. The description will indicate which aspects unlock a given profession. Profession will be highlighted if you have the required aspects. Okay. Okay, so I can be an infotainer or a glazier. Virtual and real technologies, you know where to look for power nodes, cables, and virtual developer stacks. You can open them, hack them, and change their settings. You know how to produce a net show and how to smile at a camera. You have charisma and know how to use it. You can turn any conversation into a media interview and transform resisting interlocutors into effusive companions. People recognize you and want holo photos with you. Everyone's nice to you. Almost everyone. I think I'll unlock this one. Okay, and that like spends points. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Warsaw City and my polis. Walkway square spaces and chasms, that's what modern cities look like. The middle layer, mid-city, despite dense developments, you could still see the sun and pieces of the sky, as well as the long way down. Oh, I think this is going to be our first choice. It's all too cramped and too loud. I wish I lived somewhere higher, where you could see the sky, or below near the undercity abyss. Oh, it's an ad in the middle of the... Oh, that's neat. This is where the rich meet the poor and the light meets darkness. This is the layer of the city where you can be pretty much whoever you want. Where the advertising drones peep through people's windows looking for new victims. Oh, and I can already start using... I once installed a gadget in the window that disrupts the sensors of such invaders. All it took was a short signal. The drone received an error message that made it return to the shop for inspection. Oh, that's kind of neat. All right, if I hold down... All right, and if I hold down and click, I'll just keep walking. Solid doors protected me and my department. Or maybe they protected Warsaw City from me. Virtual couch, not the newest model, but I can still rely on it. At least, I think I can. A poet would call it a gateway to the sensory worlds. To me, it's just a tool of my trade. Helmet. It's starting to fall apart. I needed to replace it. Damn it. Such important gear wouldn't come cheap. Couldn't afford it at the moment. I needed a few jobs first, or one big job that paid well. Check fluid level. Fluid levels were still low. I still had a few tanks left, but it's always good to have reserves. Order infusion fluid? Done. The delivery drone would be here in a few hours. Check couch log. July 17th, 21:99, 3:30 p.m. My last session took... The couch displayed an error message recommending to reset it to default settings. The model's reliability had become questionable. Some dialogue options are available only with the right profession. They are marked with profession name at the beginning. Click the icon on the left edge of the screen or press I to see the profession tree. The couch reset to its default settings, which meant its logs were deleted. It was time to consider the couch reverting to its default settings was alarming. My health depended on it working. Someone needed to take a look at it. Fortunately, every couch had a sensor. Technical assistance required. I just needed to touch it and confirm. It read, "Thank you for your report. We'll get back to you within a few days." Okay, I checked everything. The control panel for the apartment's AI, a fine piece of software that didn't treat fridge contents as its first priority. You can also talk to it. Its name is Bliss. That's the default name. I never bothered to change it. Analyze the system. BWI had been developing AI modeled after the human psyche for quite some time. Even the holographic visualizations looked like brains. Everything seemed fine, but it shouldn't have. If there was a surge or failure in the tower, it should have left a sign, but there was nothing. The software truly looked like I was activating it for the first time. It made no sense. A logo with 2 whales appeared on the panel. Thank you for purchasing a product manufactured by Blue Whales Interactive, the leader in the field of AI. BWI, never alone. You are activating Bliss for the first time. First, configure the software to your liking. I cursed. Something had reset my settings. Probably another failure in the tower or a surge upstairs. I had to reconfigure everything again. There was nothing in the system. Logs of previous activations and conversations would be in the cloud, provided they existed. Probably somewhere on the Blue Whales interactive servers. Too high a bar for me. You had to be a real magician to access them. A holographic figure appeared in the air. Hello, my name is Bliss. What do you want to talk about? Hi, wait. What do you mean? Don't you remember me? Why does everything break all the time nowadays?
Breaking news.
Warsaw City News. The latest domestic and international news all day long. Today is Monday, July 17th. My name is Carla Kolumna, and this is the news. Ken Zhou, the young star of Gutabads, loses the game miserably. Zhou blames everything on glitches in the game. Could this be the end of the youngster's career? And I've got new... Oh, Bliss has a whole thing about her. Or them. Sensory Worlds. Got it. Diotron. Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna have to spend a whole lot of... Like, there's so much here. Oh god. Okay, as someone for whom the, like, exclamation points, like, unmarked notifications are my biggest pet peeve in games, like, I have to mark them. Oh no! Is that supposed to be like that? No, that game's supposed to be... Oh. And that's a link. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be, like, linked to an item, and I guess it just didn't. Excuse me. I guess it just didn't. Oh, this is really cool. This is really cool, the way they did this. Oh man, I'm really liking how they did this, like, codex type setup with different types of data about people and things. All right. My computer, it controlled the couch, communicated with household appliances, let me send messages, and did everything else. It was a good piece of hardware. I optimized it and upgraded it with a robust antivirus suite and latest drivers. A Gamedec computer. What games do I have? Oh my god, I have a game. I earned in several games, but was recently focused on one, Void Stars, still in development even though it had already been released. It was supposed to be bigger than all previous space simulations, so that was hard to imagine. I'd already bought a few ships, I just couldn't help myself. They were damn expensive, but what the hell. I love looking at my fleet. Welcome to the Void. We know you want to play, and so do we. Unfortunately, we are carrying out maintenance checks so we can constantly improve. We'll be back soon. Too bad. Could have done with some flying. I entered the hangar. Where was the spawn all ships option? Found and selected it. What a beautiful view. Starting from the lightest vessels, Flyrock, an interceptor spacecraft, Slidehawk, an assault unit, Orca, an infantry carrying dropship, the gunship Giant, and the two jewels in the crown, Corsair, a big exploration ship, and Skywalk, a merchant vessel, as solid as it was bulky. Beauties, all of them. The Vulture X would really make this collection shine. And what was more exciting than expanding one's fleet? That much-hyped Vulture X sure was tempting. Fantastic exploration vessel with a medical bay, a hangar with a scouting ship, strong armor, a crew of bots at your command, all for a bargain price. Price would increase later. Damn it. Couldn't afford this baby given the state of my finances. All right, net. It was not the time for mindless browsing. Okay, fine. Few emails from clients I had helped. I needed to reply to those. Reply to emails. First message. Senator Stone was grateful for working out what his daughter was doing in Ghoul Hearts. Offer a discount for the next contract. Reply kindly. Offer some advice. Discount. The email was a great opportunity to ensure his continued patronage. I offered him a discount for the next case he'd bring my way. Got through other emails quickly. Some were invitations to events, some were spam. I replied. Maybe someone took pity on me and offered me a job while I was away in Virtualia. A job! And it was urgent. I have a discreet and urgent matter for you. I'll pay good money. Please get back to me ASAP. Jeffrey Haggis. Sure. Mr. Haggis was worried. I needed to sense him. Hello? Jeffrey Haggis? Got your email. Oh, you there. Please, come see me. Blue Whales Interactive Tower, level 255, south entrance. I'll tell you everything when you're here. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not worried about that as much. Oh, man. I don't think I have... Okay, I don't know if I have enough We'll try it. Hold on. Let's have a little respect for each other's time. I don't know anything about the case, and I'm not sure whether a certain amount... I get it. You want a down payment. I'm transferring it right now. I hope it's enough. Yes? Great. I'm waiting. He disconnected. How much did he give? I barely even finished that sentence. Information era, a period that began in the 7th decade of the 21st century and continues today. Demands of the information era included environmental protection and a ban on fixed media storage. Can I, like, check how much? Okay. It doesn't tell me. Got it. Alright, so I've done everything I can do. Go to the client. Solid doors protected me in my apartment. Or maybe they protected Warsaw City from me. Go to your client. Objective complete. Get a new job. Haggis's office, Realium. The communicators of the late 20... Oh, nope, we already read this one. Alfred. The director's office is behind that door. Mr. Haggis is expecting you. Codex is a popular tool for Gamedec that stores all important information that you gather during gameplay. Left-click an icon at the edge of your screen or press U on your keyboard to open the Gamedec. Or Codex. Noticed the gold frame as soon as I entered the room. Looked like gold, but I wasn't certain. It was easy enough to... Oh, okay. Barely... I got an achievement for that. Okay. Maybe it was just corporate policy. Okay, I'm just checking to see... Oh. Computer on the desk was not secured. Oh. Screensaver slideshow alternated between landscapes beyond the ABBs. Oh, my snooping software started sifting through the contents of the computer. Fine. Okay. I'm just gonna just snooping a little bit. Good lord, man has a literal harp in his office. The man took a deep breath and let the air out through his nose with a loud wheeze. You're here? Good. Icons and tags that appear in the dialogue branches indicated they have been unlocked by your previous decisions. Other players might never see them. Interesting. There's several ways to unlock a certain path. It can be your previous actions, obtained information, or a relationship you've built with another character. Path can also be unlocked by your low city or high city background, your profession, or a deduction you previously carried out. So I guess previous actions, yeah, past choices. You're here. Good. I'm a Gamedec. I've come. I know who you are. I've no time for pleasantries. Something's wrong with my son. He won't get off the couch and... Well, you'll see for yourself. It's been over 4 days. He entered some game with his friend Timmy. I've tried talking to Timmy, but he's clammed up. His condition makes me worry even more. My son is on the couch in the next room. Let's go there now. Here he is. Find out what's going on with him and how he can be helped. Agnes' son was wearing an expensive brand-name suit and state-of-the-art helmet that covered part of his face. Couch's side panel warned he'd exceeded online time limit. I couldn't help noticing the genital area of his gaming suit was bulging. Going straight there, I guess. Leaned over to get a better look. Check the helmet number. Alright, I know what I'm doing. He'll be fine. Fine. Examine the suit. The suit was equipped with advanced anti-bed sore software. It resembled the skin of a slithering snake. I ran my fingers over the suit's surface. The synthetic fibers emitted more heat in the places where they needed to work harder. That's a sentence. Suit was trying to mitigate the boy's sexual arousal through slow but intensive body massage. Gets muttered a bunch of curses. Hurry up. Examine his face. I leaned over and looked under the helmet's visor. There weren't any signs of an extended online stay. Expensive supplements did the trick. I noticed a healing bruise on his jaw under his ear. There was some discoloration. Signs of scar stop overuse. No idea what would have caused them. Trembling slightly, but had a normal temperature. That happens in games that generate lots of adrenaline. His fingertips were covered in sweat. No, not sweat. I rubbed the sticky substance between my fingers and sniffed. Berries and chewing gum. Mr. Haggis, this is a tense situation, so we need to keep our composure. According to my initial observations, he's been locked in over 4 days, but there are no signs of adverse effects from the session. This is some excellent equipment. However, Frito is unnaturally excited. If this state continues, it may lead to some unpleasant consequences. We need to hurry. Doing a hard extraction by taking the helmet off is a huge risk, and logging out remotely, it's impossible, I know. Like it is in most systems. Can you at least tell where he's logged into? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to determine that. I need to find out which game Frito logged into and then take the appropriate steps. I understand. Frito entered with his friend Timmy, a spineless pushover. He's in my office. Maybe he knows something, but hurry. He'll be picked up soon. Sometimes you'll gain information directly pertaining to your deduction process. Left-click the deduction icon or press Y on your keyboard to see it. All right, let me get to work. Get to work. I don't think I'm going to do that. How to help Frito. Frito's agitated and his main node is the question you're trying to answer. On the left side, you can see the clues you've gathered. Possible answers are listed to the right. Hover over them to learn more. Every decision during deduction is irreversible. If you choose to have Haggis look for his son himself, you will abandon the case. If you believe you have enough information, click and hold the left mouse button on that shows an answer. Frito is acting as if he is experiencing endless erotic exultation. At the same time, he's showing signs of extreme exhaustion. Okay. Good. Staring at that portrait was enough to get... Ooh. Aha. Okay. Check the couch's panel. Okay. Woman's couch. I'll examine the woman's couch. Conversation bar. Some dialogues require more effort. The blue bar above the dialogue window represents the emotional state of the person you're speaking to. Your choices influence that state. Try to find out how. When the conversation reaches the lock, additional information or dialogue options will be unlocked. Hover over the lock to learn more. Secret, 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 secret. Are you going to question me? Yes, I've got a couple questions for you. I understand. Tell me what happened. It was Frito's 16th birthday, and we were inside an adult game. He turned red and stared intently at his shoes. What do you want to know? Tell me, Timmy. Ask where he left Fredo. Ask what world they went to. Ask why Fredo isn't coming into the game. Ask how many worlds they played in. Ask what they were doing in the Virtualium. Ask where he left Fredo. Where was Fredo when you came out of the game? He was on the beach. By these big dunes. It's rather vague. Do you remember anything that could help me identify the beach? Focus. There was fine sand and a blue sky. The menu had some gravity beach chairs, striped ones. He wrinkled his brow as if imagining this had drained his strength. Timmy had tears in his eyes. Please, leave me alone. I'll confess everything. We logged into Paradise Beach. It's a world where adults get together there. You can read all about it in the description. for adults, boys in Paradise Beach. God, this poor kid. Games for adults. That is one way. He turned red like grandma's geraniums. Talk about Timmy. Games does he like? Ask him if he's alright. Ask why he logged off without Fredo. You alright, Timmy? You're slurring your words and trembling. How do you feel? Not too good. I'm a bit dizzy. That's from the fatigue. We played for a long time, you know? It doesn't seem like fatigue to me. Tell me what happened. You don't believe me? We didn't do anything weird. I'm a good gamer. I gave it my all. That's why. Frustration worsened his stuttering. What else do you want to know? He sounded like a player with a slow connection. Either he was deeply stressed or something was wrong with his nervous system. You left the game even though your friend kept playing. What happened? I didn't want to leave him. I was feeling bad, shaking. I know you don't abandon your friends. He looked as if he was going to cry. You're a Gamedec? Yes, Tinny, I'm a game detective. Cool. Can you tell me a bit about your work? The kid seemed to come alive a little. Sure. I've also got a few questions for you. He nodded. Wow, that... Oh... Matter-of-factly. Games can lead to problems, puzzles need solving, people need saving from traps, someone's partner is cheating and needs to be tracked down. That's life, Timmy. Seems a little mundane. Are there many more questions? Just a few more. Why did you choose Paradise Beach? Well, to have some fun? That can mean a lot of things. What were you looking for? You can feel what the other person is feeling. We wanted to experience it with girls. His eyes returned to his feet. He was getting more confused and exhausted. Don't say anything and give him some time. I smiled with understanding and waited for him to calm down. He trembled. My smile was obviously not as charming as I thought. Your friend. How are things between Fredo and his father? Do they like each other or not? Old Man Haggis is paying you. No matter what I say, you'll agree with him. The truth has a way of siding with money. He grunted and pursed his lips. Fredo is... he's in danger, right? Ooh, scare him, I think. I won't sugarcoat it, Fredo. He could die. It's not my fault. Tell me something about Fredo. Anything you want. He's my buddy. Same school. Once this kid Alex called me names, Fredo flushed his walk-tail down the toilet. He smiled at the memory. Then he altered the hollow photos in the school gallery to give Alex a pig snout that oozed this disgusting mucus. Fredo's brilliant. Fredo's been in a state of constant, intense sexual arousal for the past few hours. What's he doing in the game? It was an adults-only world, and I guess that's what adults do in adults-only worlds? What, Timmy? What do adults do? What Fredo's doing, you know? He seems flustered, as if he's never heard of sex before. What rock has this kid been living under? Ma'am, is Fredo in pain? I don't know. There's no pain in most games, but nothing's protecting him from fatigue or being scared. I won't know until I find him. The boy gulped and quickly blinked his eyes. I understand. What were you doing inside the game? Well, what you normally do in an adult game. You mean something erotic? Violent? On the beach. With the girls. We held hands. I gave one a back rub. She liked it. Timmy's behavior told me clearly that he'd never rubbed anyone. Ever. Ask how many worlds I played in. You celebrated Fredo's birthday in just one Virtualium? Yeah, but we did some pre-gaming here first. We kind of overdid it. Fredo had trouble putting on his suit. Come on, Timmy. Either you tell me everything here just between us, or I go get Mr. Haggis and you can say it to him. What will it be? Old man Haggis won't do anything. He doesn't want to piss off my parents, and Fredo, he treats him like crap. Please, leave me alone. I can't remember much. I don't know what actually happened. He had trouble putting sentences together and remembering the events. It wasn't just shock. Something had really disturbed his nervous system. Your nervous system is overloaded, but it will regenerate. It will pass. Breathe. Why is Fredo still inside the game? I don't know. He liked it there and wanted to stay for as long as possible. Maybe he's having fun? Did Fredo lose track of time? It would have had to have been an amazing session to disregard the danger of exceeding the permitted playtime. I don't want to talk to you. You're saying horrible things. You're not nice. I need to save Fredo, not protect your delicate sensibilities. If you want to help your friend, you'll answer my questions. It seemed impossible, but he hunched over even more. Your friend. Has anyone been threatening Fredo? Did he have enemies? No way! Everyone likes him, admires him. He's the best in graphics and has awesome skins and Fast Furious scores. He bought the best 15K speeder and... Point out the bullshit. He bought a digital ride with his father's cash and it made him popular. They like him because he's cool. Some try to take advantage. He's quick, does stuff without stopping. Impulsive. Weakness. Enemies could use it against him. I don't want to... Please, I'll talk. We went into Twisted and Perverted in a world where people hurt each other for pleasure. There we go. There we go. Got the truth now. Personality types. Alright, I think I need to make a deduction. So I think, look for him in the game Twisted and Perverted. Stream stock. Oh. Owner didn't seem to care about good security. Access granted. Hi, honey bunny. What can I do for... She cut short mid-sentence and took a good look at me. Oh, you're not honey bunny. Did something happen? Is he all right? I mean, is Jeffrey all right? Excuse me, I haven't talked to other people in years, so is he okay? Mr. Haggis' son is trapped in a Virtualium. I'm a Gamedec and I'm trying to get him out. I need access to his computer. So, Honey Bunny's fine and well. That's good. What was I... Oh, yes, let me give you the tour. I have access to emails, reports, bills, and some other systems. What would you like to see? I want to access the couch control panel. Show me Fredo's monitoring. Do you know where he's logged in? I'm afraid that data's encrypted. Honey Bunny made it so. But I can connect to the boy and describe what he's feeling right now. Have her describe it. I'm making the connection. Ooh, I can't say I like the kid's thoughts. What don't you like about him? Hard to say. He makes me sick. I sense the same purple scent from him as I do from Honey Bunny, but his I barely notice, whereas Fredo's... Oh, shit, I skipped. Whereas Fredo's... It's hard to explain how I feel, how I receive them. Synesthesia? I think that's what it's called. Oh, it's getting hot. He's very excited. It's far beyond the limits of red ecstasy. Have her go deeper. Can you dig a little deeper? The heat is starting to stink. I can't focus with all the damn humming. Please try. I need more data. Stops. And it gets louder again and... Oh, there's a pattern. Everything pulsates, starts and stops, over and over again. Wait, it hurts. It hurts, it hurts. I'm choking on pleasure, exploding with suffering. Don't make me stay there. I don't want to be there. I see no way out. That's enough. You can leave. Show me the physical reports. I'm afraid I can't give you access to such information. Honey Bunny would be upset. That information could help, Honey Bunny. It's very important. If only I could find the right words to convince you. Please? Pretty please? I'm sorry, but I can't show you Honey Bunny's expenses. All I can tell you is that someone recently bought 2 game skins. Okay. Show me the emails. Got anything on Fredo there? There's some correspondence between Timmy and Fredo. I'm sending it to your deck. Looks like Timmy doesn't like it when Fredo doesn't respond to his questions. Oh. Last logged in user was Fredo Haggis. I don't think I should go through his inbox, but what the hell? Oh, I'm gonna blush. I don't think you want to see this. There are plenty of messages from that stripper, Starlet. Can you brief me on their conversations? Sure, let's see. Some decent proposals of a show. Starlet promised real and virtual sensations. Mentioned access to a game for the very adult. Oh. I wonder, can you go outside the internal building network? Have you ever left this office? No, but I'm safe here. I have everything I need in my virtual apartment. I mean, sometimes the people I watch talk about different virtualia, and it does cross my mind that it might be nice to see them, but only when I'm extra bored, I swear. I'd never leave my honey bunny. Don't tell him, okay? I opened the script window and removed the locks tying her psyche to the office. What did you do? I feel strange. I freed you. You can go wherever you like. Wow, really? Thank you, but I think I'll stay here for now and keep an eye out for my honey bunny. Maybe I'll go somewhere later. I think I might have asked about Haggis's wife. Did you know that you look like and have the same name as Haggis's reistic wife? Yes. Honey Bunny, Jeffrey, I mean, created me based on her personality from years ago when he was still developing the technology. I don't think we're the same person. I mean, I never met her, but I sometimes watch her through the cameras. Do you watch her through the cameras? Yes, I have access to the security center. Sometimes when I'm bored, I check to see what's going on. You're not just a regular program, are you? Oh no, I'm a DigiNet. Figured that you were a digital person. Check the... I want to see footage from the cameras. Now, I can't show it to you. You're not a BWI employee, but plus, it might not be good for Honey Bunny. It's for the kid's own good. This kid is pretty irritating, but we have nothing to do with each other, okay? No, I won't show you the recordings. Articles about Pygmalion, the flagship BWI project, allowed you to create living human psyches. Timmy's letter to Fredo. Fredo, how many times did I tell you to stop pressing me? If you keep on doing it, I'm out. Give me some time to think, figure everything out. When I do, I'll make my decision. Never under pressure. Oh man, there is so much to look at here. Yeah, more Blue Whales interactive stuff. Fredo bought 2 skins. The floor was sticky in that spot. Berries and chewing gum, a barely noticeable trace of liquor. The stain was light blue. I ran my fingers across the stain and brought my fingertips to my tongue. Sour. The ethanol was long gone. I caught Timmy's surprised look. He cleared his throat and looked away. I was running an investigation. All details mattered. The animal looked as if it was frozen in time. Submerged in a transparent resin substance, the panda seemed alive. Oh, no. Oh, no! I hate that. Press the button, push it back together. Knocked softly. Felt like the animal glanced at me. Part of the floor stood out from the rest. There was no chance of flaw in design, not in a building like this. It looked like a hatch. A hidden safe. A D-109 dual shield made of two T-200X. Found a crack. I raised the wooden tile and saw... Triggered an emergency opening of the safe with a handy butler, a device of my own design. A steel box appeared from beneath the floor. I needed to check for leads inside. Check the documents. Inside the leather briefcase, I found hollow photos of a young man holding an attractive woman in what looked like a loving embrace. A closer look at her face and body language made it clear that she wanted to get away. The young man was definitely Fredo. Then I realized the woman looked like one of the girls I had seen on the secretary's computer. There was an Infolia file attached to the hollow photos. I checked it out. It seemed Haggis was being blackmailed. Plenty of game pill packages, NLSD, CC, stay on target, even an L pill. Not illegal, but what would he be doing with an L pill? Figurine resembled a tree decorating on the office floor, a gold plate with the words Axis Mundi. Harp. For ages, the instrument has attracted both artists and common mortals. Investigation was waiting. I sincerely apologize. I was told to take the boy Timmy home. The Newmobile waited. Thank you. I hope you can help Fredo. Bye, Timmy. Hang tough. Check this again. No, okay. So I'm guessing if you check things in the right order... Oh, this couch. There was a rather provocatively dressed 20-something-year-old on the couch. Warnings flashed from the device's panel. She must have been planning a short session since she didn't put on a suit. She looked like one of the women I'd seen on the computer screen in the hall. Is that your assistant? She's just a random lowlife. Leave her alone and get back to my son. She may have some crucial information. All right, just hurry up. She's exceeded the safety limits for logged-in time. Over 4 days without a suit, she must have taken a game pill or her bladder wouldn't have held out. She started revitalization, but something interrupted the process. Even though she couldn't control her body, I thought she could hear me. Her helmet had an external monitoring point. I could connect to it and see what happened. The observer's port, he nodded. I see you're prepared. When I connected to her helmet, the image was transmitted to my lenses. The girl drifted in an undefined space. It wasn't the network menu or any of the games I knew. Oh man, there is so much. Oh, the L pill. Pill containing nanobots that can cause infatuation. Oh no. It's a love pill. NLSD. So, new LSD, new cocaine, new amphetamine. Got it. Someone's pressuring Haggis. So I'm still missing 2 pieces of data. I'm guessing that I could have gotten from Timmy. It wasn't the network menu or any of the games I knew. Hello, I'm a Gamedec. I was hired by Mr. Haggis. I connected to your helmet. You can talk and I'll hear you on my walk-tel. According to the login, your name is Starlet. Is that right? A Gamedec? That's great. Yeah, I'm Starlet and I can't seem to log out. I want to ask you a few questions. If it helps you get me out of here. What happened? How'd you get here? I don't know. I don't even know where here is. I was in the game with the guys when someone attacked me. Who attacked you? In what game? Was Fredo Haggis there? I'm confused and exhausted. I can't... Someone definitely attacked me. I blacked out. I found signs of someone drinking alcohol here. Do you know anything about it? I was drinking some expensive sparkling wine before I came online. Is that why I'm stuck here? I doubt it. Just trying to follow every lead. Maybe I can tell you more if you get me out of this emptiness? How are you feeling? I can't move or feel anything. I can only talk. And this emptiness, I'm going crazy in here. Your revitalization was interrupted. I've never seen anything like it before, so I don't know how to help you yet. Do you know Idris? I saw your picture on her computer. Still with the questions. Help me and you'll get your answers. Let me try and help you. Oh no. Remember, filling it isn't always good. It's a weight off my shoulders. Interrupted revitalization is rare and usually due to faulty equipment, but that wasn't the case. It must have been something external. Revitalization is based on hardware stimulation of the player's senses. Each stage appears on the progress bar. Sadly, I couldn't recall the correct order. Okay. Okay. A game with PvP mechanics. Vision is definitely restored last when the helmet is removed. Had I rushed it, Starlet would have been in serious trouble. Okay, Starlet, I think I know how to wake you. Wait, I hear your laughter. What's happening? My deck detected the girl's helmet was being bombarded with exabytes of data. Someone wanted to overload it and terminate our connection. Starlet, someone is trying to stop us from talking or probe me. Damn it, what are you gonna do? Activate the firewall. I'll activate some barriers to block the signal, but it's only a matter of time before they slow the attack or some decent but weaker reflections. Jamming barriers. The jamming barriers sent requests and inquiries to the source of the attack, slowing down whoever it was. Starlet, I put up some barriers. I bought us some time. We don't have much time. I'm going to try to get you out of here. Correct order was key. The revitalization bar had stopped on stimulating proprioception. Starlet, I'm going to try finishing your revitalization. I'm going to need you to touch your body. Is that okay? Do whatever is necessary. Felt around for Starlet's arm in Realium, raised it and moved it around. The revitalization bar moved forward. Proprioception complete. A good start, but the screen didn't display the next stage. Stimulate the sense of touch. Starlet, I'm squeezing your hand. Can you feel it? Not a thing. Decided to stimulate her sense of smell. Give her a piece of mint gum. I dug into my pocket for a pack of mint gum, took out a piece and carefully slid it under Starlet's helmet. There's no reaction. I need to stimulate. Shit. Balance? Raise Starlet's head. Means your inner ear's been stimulated. I can stimulate another. Shit. Shit. Touch? Shit. I'm worried that I'm gonna kill her if I stay in there. Oh no. Wait, no. Mr. Haggis, this woman needs a doctor. I can't help her. Analyze the active system. Starlet's senses failed to register any external stimuli. She was in a state of deep sleep. The casing was slightly loose. Panel was fixed in place with S22A plasteel screws. Fortunately, I was a professional. I pulled out the Series 3 Demotrax multi-tool that I always kept with me. There was a bottle inside the couch. The sleek bottle's shape alone suggested an indecent price. It glimmered with a pale blue light. I removed it from among the wires. Blue Mistress was written on the faux H paper label. No trace of the liquid, but the sticky glass reeked of berries and chewing gum. It was the same liquid that had made the stain on the floor. Oh, wait. Is that... Oh! Another section for Gamedecs. Mr. Haggis, I've come to a decision about Fredo. About fucking time. Fredo might be inside the adults-only world, twisted and perverted. You know, the one combining sex and violence. I should look for him there. That's what I was afraid of. Do your thing. The access fee for that virtualium will be taken care of. All expenses are on me. Ooh. Kid seemed oversensitive. One of the messages to Fredo was a deeply bitter complaint about a promise the young Haggis had broken. It seemed like his friend had taken advantage of his trust on more than one occasion. In his last message, Fredo said his 16th birthday was coming up. He was trying to convince Timmy to play an adult game. Twisted and Perverted was definitely an adult game. It could have been the right track. Fredo, I'm not going to tell you that I feel bad because you forgot to bring me the newest BWI helmet, which was, in case you forgot, Golden Thought. And I won't tell you that it's Strike 3, and I won't tell you that I hate it when someone forgets about promising me something. Even if he did make the most amazing photo montage out of my favorite Hollow movies, I'll never say any of those things. Just like I'll never stop being your friend. Timmy, what a dick. My dear friend, I'm writing this slowly because I know that you're a slow reader. Good, right? Okay, don't get upset. I know it pisses you off when I don't answer questions, so I'll answer them exactly how you like it in alphabetical order. 1, I think we'll be safe. It's a game, remember? 2, the old man won't find out. He's too busy being a son of a bitch to check the logs. Besides, he designed the system so that it's discreet as fuck. Did I give you the right answer just the way you like it, my dear, slow-reading friend? Kissing your ass, Fredo. All right, time to go into Twisted and Perverted and find out what this kid's twisted and perverted doing. Church Volume has its own HUD. It shows the character's level, your experience points, slots for collected objects, and kills and death encounters. Okay. Game rules. Touch the file and downloaded the data. It contained the rules of the game. Twisted and Perverted. Gamer things. Quality player, pick a partner, talk to them, invite them for a drink, come visit the theater in this location, and then when you're both feeling really good, try to kill them in some way. This is the way of TNP. Don't spray and pray. Don't kill in the streets. It's not what it's about. And one more thing, you can't log out of our game by just... You won't open the logout window like that. It's too easy. You only log out in the so-called refuge areas. In this location, refuges look like subway entrances. And lastly, it's time for real. Don't try bringing minors in here. This really is a game for adults only. If someone too young tries to enter, the gates you go through before leaving the subway won't allow it. Interesting. Dude, leave me alone. Man was talking to the tall guy in a dark coat, but he glanced at me as if asking for help. You cheating bastard. And who's that, your bodyguard? Hey, help me out. Dude's a psycho. Shut up. And you, Chief, stay out of the... Whoa! Take it easy, gentlemen. I'm sure. What is there to talk about? That damn... The gunshot pierced the air. Zed sniffed from the smoke from the gun barrel. He had the smile of a madman. Relax, buddy. Let's not make any rash decisions. Okay. Therefore, if you don't follow the truth, you'll never be completely free, understand? I think so? I'm glad, handsome. I think we should continue this conversation somewhere more private. I have a few questions. Now, I'm speaking with this insanely attractive man. You're disturbing. Give me your deets. We'll meet somewhere in Realium and talk further. Closer. That sounds like a good idea. Hey, you want to see a magic trick? What the hell is that? A talking horse? Oh, I beg your pardon. I'm a unicorn. Ignore him. Focus on me, handsome. A unicorn that knows magic tricks. Do you want to see? You're not gonna leave us alone, are you? Not until you watch the trick. Come on, choose a card. All right, let it be. It's not a trick. It's another goddamn exploit from a goddamn troll. Okay. Red car. Strong reinforced chassis. It stood out. I wasn't sure what the fuss was about, though. Are you looking for sex or significance? She radiated self-confidence. Excuse me? Her eyes were cold and completely sober. Only two kinds of people log in here. First, there are those who know what they want. They seek pleasure in exploring their fantasies. They're ready for it. Second, people are people so bored with life they'll do anything just to feel. They need faith, not sensual pleasure. I help the focused as well as the lost. I'm looking for a player, a new one, and I'm searching for attractive ones. Seems as though none of us will get what we want in this conversation. Wow, ouch. You mentioned you help people find meaning here? Why? Because meaning is only where you see it, Gamedec. It is in places like this that meaning may be needed most. Our clan gives people access to truths about life they so desperately need. Your mind is closed more than a BWI vault, so you'll have some problems understanding. Ask about sex. You said you help people explore their sexual fantasies. Sometimes. Good at it, but I doubt you're a partner suitable for me to play with. Who would be a partner for you then? Was there anyone in the last couple of days that caught your attention? Oh, sweet. I got something other than the analytic. Did you fool yourself into thinking your information gathering techniques were subtle? I recruit people for the Han clan. I see everyone playing in this level, and I will tell you about none of them. Discretion is key here. Ooh, trash can. Kind of funny that they appeared in most games. A mine. It's like it hadn't gone off when someone tried to detonate it, so they threw it in the trash. Made perfect sense. Strong enough to eliminate a player. Bloodstain, one of many in this location. Graffiti. People had different opinions on it. I thought about art. How it's art. The city and virtual spaces serve as a canvas. Graffiti is rebellion. It's a message. Reality is full of mirages. But here's something authentic. It usually means something else as well in Virtualia. This place is different. The graffiti didn't look like it was made by AI. Stains and sloppy curves were proof it was made by a human. I'd like to note that I don't want to put anything inside you or pull anything out or do anything else these deviants do. I'm not like that. You seem like the only normal person in this whole circus, and I have a sensitive problem. Very sensitive. I'll just say it. I'm looking for my wife. Tell me more? This is how it is. I've been standing here for an hour and can't find Rhonda anywhere. At the same time, I know she's cheating on me. Let's cut to the chase. I'm a Gamedec. I need information about your wife, not what you had for breakfast. A Gamedec? I've lucked out. I was told that she plays here often and has quite the results. Ugh. Do you know the skin your wife is wearing? Skin? On top of everything. She's wearing people's skin. A skin, you know, a gaming avatar. It's like, oh, I know what a skin is. I thought you were talking about another fetish. Humans skinned alive. I have no idea what she looks like here. So, will you help me? I'll think about it. I'm a game deck, get it? I don't work for free. Damn. I'm a little short on money right now. Maybe we can come to some other arrangement, huh? Don't worry, I don't want money. Just tell me what you saw while you were standing here. Whew, I knew we would find some common ground. So, will you help me? Alright, I'll look for him. Really? There are some good people left in the world. Who are you anyway? I'm a loser, can't you tell? A loser? I rarely hear someone so critical of themselves. What am I supposed to be like? My wife's running off to that... You know where she's running off to. I don't see it. Where's she running off to? There we go. Alright, so... I think I'm gonna do a level in Scalpel. Ooh, but that might be really useful. Get some programming. Here, of course, to a world for degenerates. I was tipped off that she hangs out here doing awful things, so I started looking for the location. It's some kind of exclusive level. I spent all my savings to get here, to this Sodom and Gomorrah. My own money. Cost that much to get in here? It's pretty expensive, and I didn't get here right away because I'm a loser. The tipster wanted money, but I, a great designer, didn't want to pay. I started looking around alone. I told myself, Bob, you've been making games for years. You can't let yourself be fooled by dirty tricks. Buddy, the paywall took me for a ride. I ended up with some premium events, and like the loser I am, I had to go back to the tipster and pay. That's how I got here. Broke. So you make games? I'd never touch an abomination like this one. But it doesn't matter. I was fired. Why did they fire you? Long story. I was working on harvest systems for harvest time, and they gave me an AI assistant. I trained it, taught it, adjusted it, and they finally let me go. Too bad they didn't tell me earlier. I wouldn't have spent all that money looking for my wife. Do you know the handle she uses? There was something in the anonymous letter, horny or something? Does your wife have any special sexual preferences? Any fetishes? The letter said she's into some strange things and likes to push the limits. How can you push the limits in a world like this? It also said everything with everyone and everything. Ugh, I don't even want to think about it. Listen, I'm looking for someone. Not a different case, but I agreed to help you, so maybe you can help me. Anyone around here acting strange? Taking into consideration the behavioral standards of TNP. People were yelling, "Flapdoodle, you idiot, and don't be mean, Two Gay Bay." I heard a shot and people gathered. I didn't go. I just care about Rhonda. Damn it. I can't focus. What could she be doing now? Do you want me to find your wife or to keep listening to you? I'm looking for a young man with access to money, okay? Did you see anyone in an expensive skin, something top of the line? A while ago, I saw two guys and a woman. One kept looking around, but the other seemed to like it here. The first had his cool skin. They called him Flapdoodle. I'm sorry, but we're wasting time. If you know what happened to Rhonda, tell me now, or I'll keep looking on my own, all right? So once again, do you know anything, or should I keep looking on my own? Well, buddy, maybe you should have been more patient, to be totally honest. But... Flapdoodle. I'm gonna see... Ooh. I'm just a regular low-city dweller like you. Thought I got rid of the manners of the lower walkways, and yet... You just found yourself a friend. I'm looking for a kid. Maybe you could help me? I'm looking for a kid. In Realium, he's the son of a wealthy businessman. His name's Fredo. Okay, so what I'm gonna do... I think I have enough to deduce that his name was Flapdoodle. I think. Alright. Ask about Flapdoodle. Kid I'm looking for had the handle Flapdoodle. Probably came with that up with that one while drunk. Have you heard anything about him? Heard about a horribly fatigued player? Maybe he fainted somewhere? So, in general, who the hell are you? Give me something to think about. See, you don't know me, huh? A few hours ago, I was a rising good-a-bad star. There was an important match, my way to a great career, but it went to shit because of a few trolls. How are the trolls involved? I saw them, grinning and malicious. I tracked them here to a dead end. Zed's my only lead. Investors must be furious leaving mid-match. What was I thinking? You're in esports? I play good-a-bads. Pretty good. Immune to pain. This match was fucking important with sponsors watching, and I blew it. Fucking trolls. What's the deal with this match? I was about to score, then some trolls appeared with strange structure. I froze, lost my seal, so I rage quit. Probably ruined my career. Now, I want revenge. I need to find this one guy's wife. I see you're a person of many talents, a game deck, a matchmaker. What else are you hiding? You a culinary prodigy? Maybe you collect beads? Sorry, just messing with you. Does this client provide any details? Zappa said they called her horny. Not sure if he meant that as a handle or... Yeah, chief. Probably everyone is in here. Wait, Zappa's looking for her? What do you know? There is such a woman. Her handle is horny. I saw her a few times. North of the subway entrance, I believe. Good detective work, right? Come on, I can use your help with the investigation. Sure thing, chief. Anything that'll help keep me from thinking about my career. A man who looked like an aging hooligan was dozing off. Careful not to wake him, chief. Kill them all is dangerous. He stirred when I came near. His sleepy gaze noticed me and he sprung into a more upright position. Want to fight? Don't. I didn't come here to engage you in combat. I have a business. Too bad. Everyone wants to do business. They order, buy, pay. Nobody wants to fight. Not even rob me. You're discriminating against the old. What do you have for sale? He eyed me suspiciously and waited as if he expected to hear a secret password. Show me your wares? You must have mistaken this game for another. I'm looking for a kid with an expensive skin. Logged in with a friend. Their behavior probably stood out. Huh, their behavior stood out. That's putting it mildly. Brats caused mayhem and vanished. That's all I know. Okay. Trepanator. The man's avatar was well over 60. The body of a strong man. His face wrinkled into a warm smile as soon as he met my gaze. Do you know who this is, Chief? Hey there, good looking. I'm Trepanator. His calm eyes held a hypnotizing joy. He extended his hand to me the way people used to in the old days. Only the oldest low city inhabitants remembered the custom. I shook his hand. Interesting choice of avatar. Extremely unusual. I know. Stands for out for its refined simplicity. Like how that's not what you had in mind. Go ahead. Be nosy all you want. You wouldn't be the first person to shamelessly pry. His smile was disarmingly honest. Or he was an exceptional actor. Your avatar looks very natural. Most of the players use the opportunity to beautify themselves. You mean to ask why I choose to look like a fossil? You don't have to coddle me. He stared at me from under bushy eyebrows and smiled. You said it's expensive? Does that mean it was intentional? Of course it's intentional. If I couldn't afford a proper skin, I wouldn't play here. This isn't a free-to-play for poor brats. I have features here you've never dreamed of. It tastes like strawberries. I've always liked them. So far, I've only seen one other player here with an avatar of this class. Why did you choose such an avatar? It offers me a semblance of what it's like in the real world. Normal life, you know? It's an estimate of how I'd look if I had the chance to grow old. You didn't have the chance to grow old? What do you mean? I died, and I was reborn. I'm free of pain, exhaustion, all the humdrum problems of everyday existence. I live only in Virtualia. I'm a Zonet. How long's your body been dead? My avatar shows my correct age. I died before my voice changed. It wasn't so bad. Puberty and Twisted and Perverted has its perks. I could show you a thing or two. Not to boast, but if anyone was to do the teaching, it'd probably be me. I think we should check which one of us is right. Preferably in a cozy, secluded place with no interruptions. How'd you die? I'm almost too embarrassed to say. My overconfidence killed me. I was young and stupid, and I overestimated my own skills. A lot. I wanted to join the Painters, the famous gaming team. I broke into Happy Hunting Grounds to show up and dazzle them with my skill. I used an untested cheat. Right, there we go. What about Zonets? What about Novatronics? What about Painters? By the time they reached my flat, necrosis had already set in. Anna Santer was gracious enough to pay to have my brain saved. Despite all that, you seem quite content. It's just I've been a gaming nomad all my life. I have a second chance thanks to the boys. They made the Rendon transfer possible for me, even though I was an insignificant brat back then. Now my brain rests in a safe. I do dream of seeing Realium again sometimes. I miss some places, but I can't afford a Mobrium. How do you earn money if you can only function in Virtualia? I manufacture cheats. The old type. Nobody else is doing it anymore, so they're selling like crazy. They're all secured from external examination. They just self-delete, so they're practically untraceable. 99.9999% success rate. There was only one case in my entire career where someone traced me. How come someone traced you? She was an even bigger fossil than I was. Used DDoS on my emergency access gate to the virus? So naturally, I wasn't prepared for that. What year were they from? 2040? That method's been obsolete for decades. I'm looking for a kid. You might have attracted attention with the way you behaved. Have you seen anything unusual? Stop looking for kids and pay attention to elders. Experience and skill are more important when having fun. Ew. Fine, there was one guy like that. He had a fitting handle. Tugay Bay. Made some noise at the entrance to the level through the subway. Wasn't worth my time. Can you tell me more about this Tugay Bay? Keep telling you that's the wrong person to take an interest in. You're Twisted and Perverted. Go on, experiment a bit. Very funny. Focus, please. The faster you give me the information, the sooner I'll be out of your hair, or what's left of it. Kid must have been important or loaded. He had someone hovering over him the whole time. That's all I can think of. He entered with a friend. The latter had a funny name, too. Flapdoodle. That's what it was. Oh, man. Chief, it's the Panasanter. Member of the legendary Painters team. It's rare to meet someone who still remembers us. Let me guess. You're a pro player? He used to be. Now I'm learning a new trade. Oh my god, there's so much dialogue in this. Okay. I'd instantly start playing again if I could, and my time players were committed. The world is getting worse by the day. Where are my manners? Have a drink with me and we'll talk. Thank you. Took a long swig. You didn't cheat work, Trepanator. Let's see if the kid has anything interesting installed. He connected to my private deck. I was too drunk to stop him. You should be more careful, kiddo. I won't hurt you. I'm just copying your toys, but you never know who you might stumble onto next time. There, there. Soon you'll sober up and be as good as new. Tattoos. Things from out of the city? Exquisite. Pretty. Thanks. You have a good eye, youngster. A little drunk, though. So old. You mean the skin? You bet it is. Why, you think this game should feature only young people? I felt sober. Decided to test the hypothesis. Searching for a player. You seen him? I'd say you found a certain player, haven't you? You ass. Kids don't know how to drink these days. Calm down, kiddo, or your skin will pale. We'll eat it, damn it. Not possible. Cheat's highly realistic. You can only sober up with time. Oh, the alcohol thing's dumb. I hate it. Alright. Let's see. Mobrios. There's quite a few. I think I may have chosen the wrong name. An aggregate. Hello, horse. I'm a game deck end. Well, I'm no horse. But I am as a unicorn, and what unicorns do is bring magic and a glimmer of happiness to life. Chief, he's a troll. There aren't any skins like this one around. Watch out. Better yet, put a bullet in him. Come here, I'll show you a magic trick. I'm looking for a new player sporting an expensive skin. Unicorn life is hard. From his magic he is barred by a game deck with no regard, who won't take a chance and draw a card. Are you Bob Zappa's wife? Well, I'd tell you candidly if you wanted to see my trick. I can't remember. I'm sad. Unicorns are supposed to bring joy and magic, but I haven't done that for you. I haven't seen I've seen a great many things, but why this skin? That's not a skin, I'm a real unicorn. I prance around the world, have adventures, and bring magic and joy to people. Oh, wanna rub my horn? You're human, don't you remember? I tried to speak softly. If he meant it, then he was in a bad spot. You mean to tell me if I'm not a real unicorn? Well, maybe you're not a real girl. Maybe it was different once, but now I have the magical horn and I'll always prance with joy. Can you show me the script that was run when you became a unicorn? What script? What? I was always a unicorn. I emerged from the fantasies and good intentions of children. Pity, because if I had a piece of code like that, maybe I could be a unicorn or give it to someone who wanted to become one. Oh, my little equine. I already told you I'd love this trick more if you showed it to someone else. She addressed the last sentence to me, winking encouragingly. What's there to lose? You have my full, undivided attention. Well, it's adorable and all, Rhonda, but how do I put it? The butterflies in my magical tummy seem a tiny bit inappropriate. Well, I'm sorry, my friends. Farewell. Seems my friend didn't like you either. I think we'll have to say our goodbyes. I'm conducting an investigation. Oh, that's really grand. I'm sure you'll quickly find someone who wants to be interrogated. You don't get it. I'm a game deck. Rich kid got stuck in here. Sorry, I took you for a... Not for a game deck, that's for sure. Let's put it behind us. Where are my manners? Rhonda Zappa, Senior Quality Assurance Engineer. A tester, to put it simply. I think we can help each other. How can I be of assistance? I'm trying to reproduce a bug that happens when the unicorn explodes. I need you to take my debugger and make it explode again. What's so special about that unicorn? We don't have equine models here. No nerve maps or mechanics. Did you notice he doesn't move? Probably can't. He acts like a cartoon. Or a child. You can count on me. Here's my debugger. Ask him to show you that weird explosion and record it. I'll read the data. I'd like to know some more about you. What can you tell me about yourself? So to tell, we're in Twisted, and I'm also trying to be a bit perverted. Testing in Twisted, it must be exciting. It's mostly rather boring, but I like to keep busy. My old man didn't want me to work. Bob's a bit conservative in those matters. He's an old-fashioned type, but it's hard to say what would upset him more, that I'm only a QA or that I work in a game for perverts. I'm looking for a kid named Frito. Rich boy, probably in some trouble. I need help finding him. Sorry. You won't get a word out of me until you help me. Okay. I like Rhonda. She seems nice. Deep thoughts. Ooh. Ah, here we go. Watch the trick. All right, let's see it. Well, yes, pick a card. Pick the middle card. I picked this one. Great, splendid. Now focus on your card. Keep it close. Mention the debugger data. Managed to get myself killed so you could have the data. Hope it helps. Awesome. Mission accomplished. Now I can go back home with a clean conscience. Keep the debugger. I've authorized you. I'm looking for a kid named Frito. Rich boy, probably in some trouble. Need help finding him. Ooh, I can get a bunch of stuff. Okay. Okay, I think... Let's go with Scalpel, and if we have enough... Yeah. There were two guys who made a mess here not so long ago. One had the handle 2Gay Bay, quite bossy and rude to the other one. He had one of the priciest skins in the game. We probably won't sell any of those, but if one sells, we're set for a long time ones. Shit, I think I fucked up. Strange nickname, Flapdoodle. He wore a paid skin, but not the most expensive kind. Not sure. I've been quite busy, as you know. But there is this alley in the southern part of the area. Let's see. If there's anything in this section that I can look at. Seems like the game's really pushing me toward that southern alley that I was... here we go. Alright, enough bullshitting around. Let's get to work or they'll throw us out of the clan. I have a question for you. Well, yeehaw, Cowpat. You must have something really interesting to say if you dare interrupt us. I heard you say something about some clan? Would you notice a player in expensive leather skin? Depends. In general, we welcome all lost souls who might help out the clan in some way. We need to grow to spread the truth, and that requires connections and money. Shit. I should have gone with 2Gay Bay. Fuck. I wonder if I can get back to going after the 2Gay Bay line? What does your organization offer those lost souls? The truth, sweetheart. What truth? About reality, about life, about the meaning of existence, about the fact that nothing is as it seems, about gods, about the fact that life is more than just gaming, sleeping, shitting, and buying. It's not just another techno-faith. The Han clan walks the path of discovery. We discover reality without the limits imposed by the mind and community. How did you end up in this organization? Back when I was living in the old city, my old man... Mia, stop teaching ancient history. No one cares about your old man. Let me tell the story. You need at least 3 days. I welcome the abridged version. I met Mia at Yeti's Coming, a place in Low City. Thought she was a musker hunting for adrenaline, so I decided to rip her off. Got the owner's permission. Turned out to be a lost bird looking for refuge. I took care of her, and she filled the space left behind by my younger sister. We were into the Han clan, but another game, Knight's Code. It's not easy to join. You need to offer something. We became a couple and created this synergy. Why'd you have a hard time joining the clan? I had no money. My membership was already arranged. They wanted me bad. The only problem was my old man. He was pissed that I was going down the wrong path. That's why I ran away. He's not even looking for me. He's probably telling people that I'm off at some prestigious college. His perfect little girl in a dirty clan, that would stain on his honor. His image would be shattered. Mia, who is your father? Don't worry about him. He's a piece of shit. Maya, let me talk about my father. My old man is Count Wilhelm von Totenberg. Count von Totenberg, a prominent Warsaw City personality. Rentier by birth, ruthless tenement owner by choice. Han Clan and Knight's Code. I think we already talked about this. Have you ever wondered if there's a higher power in charge of everything? Is reality really as we see it? Of course, every intelligent person starts to look for something deeper at some point in life. I'm looking for a kid who was around here with a friend. They may have been acting strangely. It was their first time. I don't know what they looked like, but they probably had top-of-the-line skins. The kid's friend might have been a little frightened. Know anything about them? Oh, that guy. Maybe we don't. Maybe we are. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. Who are you anyway? I'm a wandering priest of the techno-faith of Raijin, the thunder god. Kid wanted me to enlighten him so he could attain divinity and reach a higher plane. I've still got other clients who want to meet the Kaminari-sama, so I don't have much time. You girls understand, right? Oh boy, could you enlighten us and make us divine? Raijin, he always turned me on. Ladies, once this job's done, I'll enlighten you, make you divine, and you'll find ecstasy. Guaranteed transition to a higher consciousness. I'm the priest's tech assistant in charge of the Nemo projector and G-Pod. It's authentic, and I offer my services. I'll set up your stuff right away. All right, I'm in. Me, I got dibs on the curly one. What do you mean you're in? I'm the one who does the going in. Enough chatting, Ken. The kids need us. Sure, Chief, so what'll it be, ladies? Will you help us? We'll get to you as soon as Priest Ding Dong is done with the investigation. That kid's definitely the party guy we saw at the gates. His name was 2Gay? 2Gay Bay? Let's bet he was called freaking Flapdoodle. Really? That 2Gay whatever treated the other one like crap. He pissed off a lot of people. Bring him to us when you're done. We have some business with him too. Okay. I think I made the wrong choice when I chose Flapdoodle. Not 100% sure. I don't know though, because like Timmy was kind of a dick in the emails. Conduct a deduction. Alright. So... Hey, do we have enough? How many clues do we have? Target. We wouldn't even have half the clues on this level. Ramon, have you seen... It's you! You're working with the unicorn guy. I'm working for this guy for 4 hours when you came. He got spooked and ran off. The game deck. Best in the business. Answer my questions and I'll owe you one. It's a privilege not many have enjoyed. I mean, I answer your questions and you'll owe me? That's some bullshit right there. I'm looking for... First, I have to deal with this whole asshole. Now you. Do I look like a help desk? No, you don't. Help desk workers are usually nice. Not from Low City, are you? You live a comfortable life and have the time to think about what's nice and what's not. Fix my problems, then I might be nice. I can help you with this player situation. This will save you some time and you can give you the information you need. Deal. I need you to find somebody for me. Job's easy. I even have a locator. Who's this man? He's somebody who doesn't listen to what's being said to him. I need to straighten him out for good. I understand. Give me the locator. Great. Find him and bring him to me. If he tries to fight, just kill him. But listen, try to be gentle. Locator beeped in my private window. I found the man Ramon wanted. The veteran welcomed me with a crooked smile. I meant to tell you. I saw a troll wearing a uniform skin. He set up purple explosions and acted like an idiot. Want to see? I wondered what those loud blasts were. Well, let's go. I love hunting trolls. Nope, where'd he go? Did I lose him? There he is. Must have gotten caught on a bit of wall. We were supposed to see a troll. You lied to me, you brat. Look who's talking. You lied when you told me you wouldn't log in here anymore. And you promised you'd be a good granddaughter. It seems we were both less than honest. Grandpa, you can't play so much. It's dangerous for you, even more so with the gear you're using. At your age, don't teach a troll how to swear. I was playing with bad gear while you were still logging into cartoons. Precisely my point. The longer you do, the more dangerous it gets, and your body isn't able to withstand it much longer. And yours is? Barely older than a toddler, and I was just looking out for you. Should I not care? Fine. I'll log out now if you promise to visit me in Realium tomorrow. We aren't done bickering. You talk about quotas, about working people. What exactly do you do around here? I tell the truth to those who are ready to hear it. How do you know someone's ready? Simple. I start by saying that we've all sensed there must be something more, that this world couldn't have been created by an accident. I talk and observe their reactions. If they listen carefully, I tell the truth. All right. That's pretty funny. Ask about the truth. What is the truth you tell? Fewer and fewer people die, but more and more can't see the point of living any longer. You'd expect gods to show up more often. You don't think the world came to exist by itself, that it's a coincidence. With the right attitude, purity, and ritual, it's possible to communicate with gods. You can induce hallucinations like these in many ways. Even if you don't have sacred herbs, any game helmet can do it. I'm from Low City. I've dealt with enough faulty hardware to tell the difference. We really saw gods. You can't explain it any other way. You tell the truth to those who are ready to hear it. What about those who aren't? I assess their bank balance, and if they're worth it, I bullshit them. Don't look so offended. We need to make money somehow. You can't even imagine the extent of human stupidity. They won't accept the truth, but they'll pay for a luck buff, just in case. I have some other questions. It's not a scam for you. You're really dedicated to this idea. You don't know how it is. Survival of the fittest in Low City. The clan is the first place I've had a chance. I have hope it'll all make sense. I know how it is. Believe me, there's always a way out. You can't give up. Even if I have to listen to Lord Enlightened, the clan is my only chance at real freedom. You talk about truth, about purity. Twisted and perverted is not exactly the best virtuality for those things. Purity should be taught to the sullied. It's them who need it. We're present in many worlds, but most players log in here because they're looking for something. They're open to the unfamiliar and rolling in money. We do it for skins and subs because it pays off. We have so many recruits and donations that the Lord bought a theater. We've lost it now, but it was a big deal. Alright. Oh yeah, lots of... I don't think I have enough info to make a deduction yet, and I feel weird saying that. Okay, maybe back. Can I do more investigation in the back alley? Can I use the debugger on it? Okay. That didn't work. Oh, the mine's still there. Okay. As a professional technician, I immediately noticed a slight distortion in the game's matter. I could learn more if there was a developer stack nearby. Okay. Carefully inspected. Hoof prints? There were no animals, but there were trolls. For the developer stack. Moved the line responsible for transparency and saw the access panel. Okay, just making sure there's not like some clue that I accidentally... Okay. Developer stack, popular toolkit for designers. It takes various forms. This one looked like a cart used by early century food services. Some Low City eateries still use them. Horizontal windows flashed and protruded slightly where I held my hand. The stack was on. Moved my fingers along the window edges and selected recent operations. Just two results, the login screen and a local scan. Admin TPA06M was still logged into the device and was probably somewhere nearby. I needed to display the admin. Done. What was she doing? Didn't get it. She was walking kind of like... It didn't make sense. There was a scan that stopped. The report covered the list of errors that blocked it. There were a ton of defects at this level, many big enough to cause glitches, but the program had applied a filter to make them invisible. I turned off the filter. I touched the right window. It required additional authorization. Unlock advanced operations? Why ask? I already did. You're welcome. Add ecstasy points. Oh. 3 quick commands and an astronomical amount of ecstasy points appeared in my account. The colorful writing on the wall. Stacks windows slid out. So I've already... Glitch. Players rarely get to see a glitch up close. Consider it coarsely, logically, or philosophically. Let's do logical. Manifestation of the code like all other in-game creations, but this code was flawed, so it looked like a spatial distortion. Felt a vibrating pain in my head. Initially distant, it drilled deeper with every second. My deck recognized some object in the center of the glitch. It was a dagger. It flashed and its levels of transparency changed. Saw invisible error signatures. Some interfered with the blinking dagger. They were connected. I found the right ones. Maybe I could unlock something. I opened the developer window and worked on the code. It was sloppy. Fragments cut from one spot, commands pasted from another, no plan. Figuring out the code would take too much time. The only thing I could do was format everything, unsure of the consequences. Ooh. I'm gonna try it. There was no way to simply debug it. I activated safe mode and deleted everything. Bloody dagger matched the dirty ground. We seek refuge or we need oh. There are words engraved on the blade. We seek refuge or we need refuge or something else. I opened the deck and started scanning. The external code imitated a weapon available in this world, but there was something else beneath it. Download hidden files. Suddenly, fragments of the code started to delete themselves. Overwrite as you go. I quickly started to secure the code, but the program was much faster than me. Slow down. It was too fast, so I decided to slow its processes. I launched all of my programs and connected to all objects I could possibly access. Then I started to send out thousands of administration access requests. I didn't know the passwords. The virus rejected each one, but it still had to read and analyze them. It started to slow down. Finally, it stopped deleting the data because it was too busy with the login prompts. I won. Open the window again and resume checking the code. Deeper files were compressed, which rendered them unreadable. Somewhere, as if that wasn't enough, there was a mean firewall which could have already deleted the files. Block the firewall. The weapon software probably had intruder safeguards. I needed to check the places where they usually hid such safeguards. That's right. Accessing the files directly would trigger the virus to remove the object, a rather old data protection method. I deleted the virus and continued the analysis. I downloaded the data into the codex. We decrypt and then decompress, or decompress and then decrypt? I think decompress first. Launch the decompression process and observe the progress bar linking in the corner. Decrypt. Launch the decryption process. Examine. The decompression gave way to a greater amount of data. I decrypted most of the data. I neutralized the safeguards. It seemed safe to enter. Downloaded the data into the codex. So I'm well, it's somewhere. End the analysis. Frito and Starlet. The log of Trepanator's daggers showed that Frito and Starlet had found themselves trapped inside something that looked like a time trap. It all happened in one of the alleys in this location. Trepanator's dagger remembered whose hands were holding it and who was struck. It was wielded by someone labeled as cult leader, and its victim was Starlet. Aha. Take a look. The blade was serrated and had a... We seek refuge in the shade of its branches. Not quite suitable for the vulgar... atmosphere of TMP. It dematerialized and disappeared. Focus. Don't panic. Open the window. Enter the data. Incorrect again. Incorrect login again. How? Delete. Open console. Restart. The admin whispered something, mechanically entering commands in windows I couldn't see. Again, don't panic. Open the window. Enter. Why can I speak and hear myself? She saw me and froze, hands shaking like she was delirious. You can see me. Fuck, you can see me. I'm talking. I'm audible. She raised her arms to admire her fingers and clench and straighten. Are you okay? She fumbled as she tried to quickly touch her thumb with successive fingers. She did it twice. Her middle finger froze while contracting. Been better? I probably still need time before I can fully regain my motor skills, but generally, I'm good. Definitely better than that in that crap hole. What happened here? I wish I knew. It was just another call, and then we fell into some damn trap. Tell me about the call. The subway gates reported that miners were trying to log in. 2 people. Jeremiah's took the harder cases, and I came here and fell into this damned loop. Who's Jeremiah's? Second admin. I went inside with him. He's my mentor. I'll be disappointed to learn that I was so easily fooled. How can I explain myself? Tell him that I saw Jess. Get it. I've said too much. Come on. In one of my first podcasts, I always used to say, foolishness is my specialty. Like and subscribe. That didn't get me too many followers. What I mean is that you can tell me anything. I won't judge you. Listen, the loop shouldn't work. This code is screwed up. And I don't think I'm crazy, but I think I saw a jester with a jester hat. Yeah, cautionary tale for young hackers. You may not know it. Wait, you mean that jester? I was creating a report about him. Best creepypasta in the network's history. Have you heard the Ballad of Jester? The player damned by the network and corporations after getting stuck in. I heard a different version of this story. Want to hear it? Tell me about it. Alright, ages ago we created the internet, then the urban monitoring system, social media, and full virtualia. We scanned brains, created diginets, people, and most of this knowledge is online. Programs communicate and watch, they don't assign meaning, aren't self-aware. Been going on for years. They're observing and gathering data without understanding. Mindless learning. Random links are increasing, starting to form something. Some complex, multidimensional structures like those in our brains. We didn't understand them, but we knew that consciousness might emerge. Not like ours, not based on millions of years of evolutionary brain structure, but on dynamic connections to hundreds of virtualia. The thing is self-aware. It assigns meaning to what it sees, it observes everything, it's starting to develop free will, and has the tools to execute it. Like us, it's based on emotions, but is otherwise different, omnipotent, hard to understand. Imagine 100 mathematical genius brains combined as a network. This being has been evolving for at least 100 years, ever since the creation of virtualia. That's what Jester is. It's a curiosity, a ghost in the network. But it's just a stupid tale for young hackers, right? Do I have enough points for any other... No, because I don't have any red. I can't remember what red is. Red is intuitive. Okay. There was the great virtual war against the beast virus, but it wasn't self-aware. Has anyone looked at every bit and confirmed there's nothing there? Thank you for hearing me out. I think I just need to talk to someone. I need to access advanced options at the developer stack. Yeah, I shouldn't be doing that, but you got me out of that shit, so sure. I need something somewhat illegal. Could you give me some more ecstasy points? Sure, have fun. It's not like that. I need them for work. No need to explain yourself. I've been working here for a few years and I've probably heard every excuse imaginable. I need to fix this mess, so if you need anything, I'll be in the area. One more thing. Thank you, Gamedec. I think technically I may have already... Alright. Yeah, I guess I can't do much more. I think I may have sort of... Okay. I think he met with the clan leader, because I'm in the South Alley. Okay. So I think I'm going to follow up on the cult path. I knew you'd come back. They always do. I'm looking for the cult local leader of the Han clan. Do you know where I can find them? I do. Clan leader was interested in a new player, one that I'm looking for. Okay. Do I have enough? Oh, no, I didn't get. Okay. Your player's lucky. The clan leader knows how to have fun. If they actually did meet, the newbie will make exciting memories. Don't worry about them. Impress me, and maybe I'll arrange for you to meet the leader somewhere comfortable. Then you'll see. Alright, so let's see. Because Ramon's in the cult. I'm looking for information about the clan leader. What can you tell me about him? Look, you don't see me asking who you work for or why you need this info. Why? Because these are the kinds of things you don't talk about. I could examine the level playthrough and check who the key person in the clan network is. I'm gonna find out sooner or later. You think we don't have protection against tricks that basic? The leader has to be treated like a queen. It's not our idea. She says so. Okay, clan leader's a woman. It's back here. Mia and Maya. That's about the home clan. That's about the clan leader. Looking for the clan leader. You know where I can find him? Hurry, you misogynist moron. Maya, did you forget? First rule of the clan is... Ugh, fuck it. Why do you want to know? No one comes here on their own. Almost no one. That's right. The boss picks who she recruits. What do you have to offer? I have many skills, including being a programmer. Show me your back end and you'll see how useful I can be. No, you can't. Exactly. Next, please. I overheard you talking about skins, and damn it, you piqued my interest. You have sublime taste. It's a rare thing here. V-Fon skins, amazing, and only for the chosen. Most people can't tell the difference. They think flashing a tit or cracking a whip is enough to make people go crazy. Appearance isn't everything. The skins have customizable blood. You can choose how it tastes. Have you ever seen anyone with such a skin? Yeah, but I've never tasted anyone. It's probably only a matter of time. Kid named Tugay Bay was intoxicated, so he'll be easy to get to. Okay. I'm worried that I may have dead-ended myself. Is there anything more with this generator? No. Okay. Move on to the investigation. I'm looking for information on the local Han clan leader. What's the noxious bitch done this time? Actually, never mind. I promised myself I wouldn't get involved in their business anymore. Noxious bitch, so she's a woman. Anything else? You pay too much attention to words. I'm done talking about it. Mind you, I'm famous. Loads of contacts in all the right places, and I know how to show gratitude. Shame you can always... I think... I think it's gonna end up being Umbra. Or at least based on the data I have. I think based on the data I have, I'm gonna have to go with Umbra. I know that you're the Han clan leader in Twisted and Perverted. And I know you're at Gamedec looking for a player. Maybe not an idiot, but are you worthy of attention? You know who I'm looking for. Great, this will save me some time. Where is he? Do you imagine this world exists only to answer your questions? Do something for me, and I might tell you what you want. What do you need? Undress. Slowly. It was rare for me to pray that a beautiful person I spoke to would not want to undress. You first. In this world, I dictate the terms. Anyone who plays with me has to obey them. I require full obedience. Do you want information? Follow me. We'll make game for a while. If you behave like a good game deck, I'll tell you what I want to know. Very well, let's go. I'll wait here, boss. Have fun. I feel like she's gonna kill me. Nobody will bother us here. You may speak. I'm looking for a player. I need to find out. You need to find out. Your needs are not the only ones not the ones we'll focus on. I'll consider giving you answers if you comply. Wait for her to speak. These are the rules of this game. I give you an order or a question. Your obedience and honesty will be rewarded with an answer to one of your questions. Ready? Let's begin. There's a theater in the middle of this level. It's a symbol. Here, every encounter is theatrical, allowing players to enact their fantasies. Some dream of dominating, others dream of being dominated. Do you find that shocking? No more than virtual worlds designed for killing or fishing. Everyone has their own strange needs. That's all. I could introduce you to this world if you prove you're worthy of my time. The boy I'm looking for. Do you know where I can find him? I had to tell you the most important thing straightway. You don't start a game at the final battle, nor lovemaking with an orgasm. You need to earn it. This information is important to me. I'll do what you want. Glad to hear it. My turn. Do you consider yourself a good detective? Do you do anything to find the truth? Right, so I'm doing what I can because it's easy to get into trouble in virtual worlds. Hard to find help. I earn a living by getting to the truth. You do what you can to get to the truth. And I will give you an opportunity to learn the most important part of it. We're the Haunt Clan. We attempt to learn about things others deny the existence of. We analyze experiences. We are game decks of the real world. Join us. Am I to see mysticism in code written by programmers? It's easy to mock things you do not understand. I'm offering you knowledge. You don't have to do a thing. Just declare yourself our ally. Fine, you have my support. Will you answer my questions now? The three of them logged in. The boy's logged in with a girl. Do you know what happened to her? She was perfect. Weak. Guilt-ridden. I immobilized her so that she could still feel but be completely at my mercy. Wait, what'd that say? I searched for Umbra in the game logs and found a strange video from a back alley in this location. It was distorted and had no sound. Umbra came up from behind Starlet and thrust a dagger in her back. Then Starlet somehow got suspended in midair and turned around. I noticed that she curled her lips as if she couldn't catch her breath. And that was it. Video ended. Mobilized her so that she could still feel, but be completely at my mercy. Then I handed her over to Frito. Please, tell me more. She was utterly helpless. I went back to her a couple times until she learned to react with fear and arousal just at the sight of me. I commend you for listening without judgment. I always reward such good behavior. The player you're looking for is imprisoned in the theater, the building in the middle of this level. I can help you get inside, if you're nice to me. My turn. I need a game deck. I experienced something I cannot explain, so have other clan members. Would you go where I ask you and seek an explanation? You have already declared support. This is just one step further. I've had stranger clients in your clan. If you need help, I'll do what I can. I'll remember that. The boy I'm looking for had a slouching, stammering friend. He wasn't comfortable in his own body, and I doubt he was better with other people's body. I remember him. Delicate kid, completely lost in this game. He shouldn't have come here. He locked in here to celebrate his friend's birthday. Do you know what happened to him afterward? He was terrified of what he saw. Desperately clung to his friend as if he was the last bite of information in the world of fake news. He spoiled our fun. Your Mark didn't even notice when I helped him lose that dead weight along the way. My turn. This place helps people discover themselves. It is dangerous to come here with little knowledge of yourself. Let me ask, why did you become a Gamedec? I know many worlds. I can manage in all of them and feel like a stranger in each one. For Gamedec, that is an advantage, not a problem. Does the real world feel this way too? I can show you a refuge where everyone fits. Would you like that? This is not your typical virtual world. So far, I've only seen players here. You know NPEX? You can have NPEX on any local device. The beauty of TNP lies in the fact that you meet like-minded people here who share your fantasies. A world where nobody is lonely? Sounds like utopia. For many, Twisted and Perverted is just that. An oasis where they can be themselves. I think you should refer to me as Mistress. As you wish, Mistress. Very good, Gamedec. You've earned an answer. Twisted and Perverted has a player versus player mode. So far, I've seen very few fights. The PvP mode is necessary for several reasons, one of which is for players to be able to feel pain. Turn it on and I'll show you. Sure. Change my settings cautiously. This is obviously not your thing, Gamedec. We spoke of fantasies. Do you want me to help you experience the pleasures you fear to imagine? All you need to do is ask. Whatever, sure. Teach me a pleasure, please. I feel the tip of her knife on my back. Elsewhere, her other hand Oh! Okay. Oh, poor Frito. Oh, I hope he gets close. NPEX. Don't move. I wouldn't want to hurt you by accident. We can talk some more if you're able to focus. You're a member of the Han clan. What's your faith about? Not faith. These are facts. We found a way to learn more about reality, to peek behind the curtain and see the truth. How do you do that? Firstly, it is the place that allows us to learn the gods' secrets. Our leader explores ways to tune into the roots and deduce visions. Tell me, what are the gods' secrets? We've only just begun to discover them, but I glimpsed them with my own eyes. I liked playing with you, Gamedec. Your actions are worthy of Twisted and Perverted, and this is your reward. A theater key is the reward. Whoa! Wait, so she... Oh, I killed her. Oh, no. I didn't expect to end that interaction with killing her. Okay. Interact with mine. Detonate. Gets me out of the alley. But I have a key to the theater. So there's that. Do I have... Okay. Wow. That's a lot of... Oh, did none of that end up... Okay. Oh, that's my favorite Gamedec, having some problems with the door. I wasn't expecting you in this place. Why are you here? I'm opening the door for you. You have to admit there's a certain poetic justice in this. After all, you opened my cage. And done. Watch out for yourself, Gamedec. Whatever's out there seems dangerous. Deduce what happened in the alley. That is one word for what just happened. Is that a kid? That's a puppy. Oh, and that's the jester that the admin saw. And that person is stabbing someone on a stage. Oh, I wonder if that's Fredo. Someone finally showed up. I may have been expecting it, but the feeling of surprise is so refreshing. A game deck. So Mr. Haggis got scared, which was only a means to another end. Have a look at this. Fredo is completely stripped of his avatar skin. This is his own reality himself. Carnal, sweaty. Fredo's a minor. He's killing a woman inside of an adult game. What do you want? Everything you see here is recorded from every possible angle, and if Haggis doesn't do what I'm asking, the footage with the boy's full name will be published all over the net. It will be titled, Like Father, Like Son. What exactly do you want from Mr. Haggis? He knows exactly what I want, and it's not about money. He's got to do what I tell him. No more, no less. What do you want from me? Just tell him to listen to orders and wait for further instructions. What if I refuse? You don't want to say no to me? Not unless you like jokes and value the truth. If so, then feel free to refuse. Don't say no unless you like jokes and value the truth. If I logged out, my investigation would have been disrupted. He just wants to know what's happening to his son and how to get him out. I think that might be the way. Alright. Fine. I'll be your errand girl. Welcome, fan of Paradise Beach and other Blue Whales interactive games. Admitted you've had a crush on many of our NPCs. Oh, we've already talked about this. Finally, you're awake. What's happening to my son? Mr. Haggis, I was forced to stop the investigation. Why the hell would you do that? Fredo is inside, twisted and perverted. He's being held hostage by a hacker. Fuck. Wait for me in the office. Why are you sitting there like that? Come over here. What the fuck happened there? Fredo was imprisoned and twisted and perverted by a hacker wearing a jester skin. Son was caught in a loop, lost control of his digital body, but he was aware of what was happening around him. Keep going, but choose your words carefully. The hacker had a jester skin. He didn't look threatening, but had quite the arsenal. He could modify the game almost without limit. He trapped the admins. And my son. The hacker took advantage of some unused code. He made an exploit, a loop. That's how he was able to capture your son. For hours, Fredo experienced the same short sequence. He was stabbing his lover in the heart with a dagger while having sex with her. My Fredo. What's happening to Fredo? He's still inside the game. He's being held hostage by a hacker. You're useless. I would have never hired such a hack had I known how it would turn out. Jester seemed to know you well, but you didn't mention him when you hired me. Do you know him? I don't trust you enough to share my list of acquaintances. I suggest we steer clear of this matter. That is all. I don't need anything from you. I have my sources. I will find out what happened in that game. If my son gets hurt because of you, I will find and destroy you. Hacker wanted me to give you a message. What is it? He said, do as you're told and wait for further instructions. Son of a bitch. That's all. Goodbye. I calmly made my way to the door. Wow. I do meet the requirements for sensory celebrity. I snapped out of my thoughts. The apartment was overheated. Power must have gone out. I was covered in sweat. For a fraction of a second, something smelled rotten. I didn't understand. I'd showered in the evening, after all. I remembered the dream. The person was lying on a couch, fluids leaking through their suit. The stench was unbearable. I walked up to them and gently took off the helmet. It's me. That was when I woke up. Soon, I started wondering how Fredo was doing. There was no time for slacking. I needed to restore power to my apartment. Luckily, Bliss had a separate source of power. Home inspections are where Major Domos really shine. Warsaw City, Apolis. I had a few things I needed to think over. You can't really contemplate without a drink in your hand. Luckily, the servobot knew exactly what I needed. I greeted my robotic friend. I was waiting for instructions as usual. I always like tea. It opens your mind and cheers you up. I had a decent chemical blend and the real, more expensive stuff. Food and drink manufacturers regularly supplied me with high-quality products for my servobot. All I had to do was mention their brand on social media every so often. I just had to think some stuff over and get to work. Thousands of games and millions of players means plenty of cases for Gamedec's. Hatred, greed, and deviousness are especially common online. Two topics have been especially popular in media recently: digital love and whether it's better to live online or in reality. I took a sip. Game fans say they let them fulfill their dreams and that they don't have to obey the rules of nature, which are a bitch. They can choose their gender, looks, go on adventures. Opponents call it escaping and claim you can only get tough in reality. Reality presents real challenges, but you can make some good money online too, and it's no less complicated than in reality. Oh, games let me make a living and are surely fascinating, but I knew that if somebody pulled my plug, it would all disappear. You can't log out from reality. You have problems, you need to deal with them. It really toughens you up. Some have been talking about the Pygmalion technology developed by Blue Whales Interactive. It upgraded AI to the level of the human psyche. Recent gossip, a man named Kin Jo, a young good-a-bad star, screwed up in the last game and his Black Angels lost. Good-a-bad is a game where you feel actual pain. When you get hit, it gets more and more intense. There are no damage points. During one match, as he was speeding with the seal to the opponent's fort, Ken suddenly froze. The seal was snatched from him in an instant. Ken got mad, logged out, didn't come back to the game. Classic rage quit situation. During the press conference, he said he didn't know what got into him. Since that game, his whole career's been in question. Is it possible that the pain delivered in good-a-bads caused neural disturbances? I wonder what caused that severe reaction. Too bad he didn't start looking for a game deck. That could have been an interesting case. Computer had no power. Couch had. Okay, fine. Bliss control panel. She was the apartment's AI and my non-corporeal companion. The system didn't find any defects in the apartment. The fault was on the provider's end, which in this case were the tower generators. What's the problem? Could you contact the electricity provider and report a problem? Problem reported. I've been assured that everything has now been restored to working order. By the way, you got a new contract.
Breaking news.
Today is Tuesday, July 18th. My name is Carla Columna, and this is the news. The creation of Diginets by BWI is still a very controversial topic. The company's spokesperson strongly denies the gossip, saying that psycho scans have been performed without the consent of the Psyche's owners. We have more news coming up. Fredo Haggis, son of Blue Whale's Interactive director Jeffrey Haggis, has died due to severe brain damage. Oh, shit. According to unofficial sources, it was the result of a hacker's attack that prevented the deceased from logging out of the game. The boy's heartbroken father announced to our reporters that he's resigning from his position to focus on his family. This has been Warsaw City News, your source for up-to-date domestic and international news all day long. Shit. I feel like we could have gotten him out of there. Whoops. Ready, waiting, and in full working order. I love the smell of a computer booting up in the morning. The money from my latest contract could be used to give it a few upgrades. No, there could be other expenses. Trex. Beauty everyone dreams about, and it's on offer. Pricey but reasonable. I bought it. As a proud owner of a Vulturex, beware space pirates the Void Avenger takes to the stars. I'd be able to explore new systems once they were added to the game. Miss Gamedec, got a problem. The transfer's gone through. Find me in harvest time. Once you're there, I'll toss a clue your way. Check the harvest time forum. Every detail matters in a Gamedec's work. Folks put barrels of ice near strawberries. They'll grow like crazy. Mind, though, only premium players have access to barrels. You know those players in orange? You think they're cheaters or just fucking lucky? Harvest time is free-to-play farm game with an outdoor adventure. What are you waiting for? Get horses, cows, pumpkins, strawberries. Strawberries. In the Wild West? Plan values vigilance above all. Being in the moment keeps one's intuition and senses alert to all signs. That's the only way we can reach the truth, fellow clan members. They preach equality, saying that the truth will set us free. Family tragedy. Jeffrey Haggis' son is stuck in an adult game. Fredo suffered an extensive brain damage with a poor medical prognosis. The incident is rumored to have been caused by a hacker attack. I did everything in my power to save him. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Hello, killer. You visited the exclusive Actors Avenue. You should know that our game has hundreds of locations. Oh my god. Alright. Let's go to harvest time. Virtual couch, ready, waiting, and in full working order. Get a nice stretch in. Harvest Time HUD. The Harvest Time HUD shows your farm level, the number of gold coins and chests you've collected, the active boost timer, and whether you own a gun. Ah, yes, like all harvesting sims. Howdy, welcome to High Rock. Okay, so there's a wall. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to High Rock, most beautiful town in the Wild West. Name's a Handy Joe. I'm a help bot, but don't go telling anyone and I'll answer all your questions as long as you give me a yeehaw. Let out a yeehaw. Took out a deep breath and let out an enthusiastic bellow. Yeehaw, that's the spirit. That's music to my ears, cowgirl. What can I do for you? Ask about places of interest. Are there any interesting sights around here? Nah, cowgirl, this game's boring as beans. Yeehaw, gotcha. Explore all the sights and smells and feel alive. Visit your farm. Once you hit level 15, you can go to the saloon. Level 20, you get access to the guild house. Pretty neat, isn't it? Where can I find the public farms? I can set you up with a locator that'll get you there. Want one? Yes, please. Follow the arrow. Good luck. What's the general premise of harvest time? I didn't hear yeehaw, cowgirl. Yeehaw. That there just gave me shivers from spurs to spat. Now I'll answer your questions elated like a diving vulture. Harvest time is a free-to-play game. Prove your farm, work the field, breed animals, and get coins and unique treasures from the crates. Crates are, in fact, loot boxes, but you didn't hear that from me. As a newbie, you get a trial farm that you can improve up to level 10. Yeehaw! Once the trial is over, you can buy a premium account. That's when the fun starts. So, what's the deal with these loot boxes? They're crates that pop up during pumpkin harvest. You plant, you harvest, and bam, treasure. You can get rare items or coins from them. Items will spruce up your farm, while coins will speed up its growth. Yeehaw! So exhilarating, I'm tickled pink. how do public farms work? They don't work past level 10. They're still great, though. Yeehaw! I can set you up with a locator that'll get you there. Want one? Yes, please. How do I get a premium account? Yeah, someone's looking to go pro. Yeehaw! A premium account carries a monthly subscription fee. I'll send you the form now. There you go. I saw a stylish form made to look like paper. I reminded myself that I was here to do a job, not to have fun. I spotted a few phrases hinting that it would be hard to get out of this subscription. I didn't want to get it unless I had to. Where can I find the guild house? Want a locator? I'll get you there. Not right now. I'm looking for a guy named Stanley. Know where I can find him? No, search and tracking. Fascinating. Alas, I can't give you this information. You're not on this Honest Farmer's friends list. Tough luck. Take a gander at them notice boards. Those write all sorts of things on them, so if you're looking for something, maybe look there. You'll find find one right there next to the broken stagecoach. Yeehaw! That's enough chit-chat for now, Joe. Grand. Holler if you need me. I'll answer all your questions except the one about the meaning of life, of course. Yeehaw! Before you ride off into the sunset, meet our lovely game guide. Here's Wild Poppy. Howdy, cowgirl. Did you hear? You inherited a piece of land from your uncle, Tadak Kurtanovska. So you'll have the chance to taste a rancher's life. Your uncle dreamed you'd become the best ranch farmer ever. Reacting. That's amazing news. I've got land. I'm going to be a farmer. I can't believe it. Yee-haw. Exactly. Do you want to go to your farm now to start your adventure of a lifetime? No, thank you. Well, I'll be waiting with anticipation for your arrival on your ranch. Our work could be fancier. On the board, you'll find your answer. The loot we farm is always dank. Check the board by the bank. The writing on the board looked like what you'd see in a game of paper chase. This had to be a clue. I realized I should look for the next one. Where can I find the bank? It's a building just past my station. It's very close by. Bang, bang, we're robbing a bank. The gravedigger has your boon, or it may just be by the saloon. I'd found another clue, but the nursery rhymes a misspelling. It all seems so puerile. Who wrote this? Where can I find the saloon? You see that cherry blossom color establishment across the road with the huge sign that says saloon? Yep, that's it. Yee-haw! Oh my god. To the cowpen you should roam. On the boards you'll see a swarm of clues. Tripping, sewing, and picking. Looting makes your head start tweaking. Climb the ladder straight to heaven just to crash before 11. I hope they weren't trolling me. Go up the ladder and jump off the roof. You need to be authorized to... Someone could actually be bothered to climb ladders in this game? Climb. I couldn't think of a reason not to. I was curious about the view from the top. Shh, keep quiet. Real start. Hello? Why did you say that? That's my name. I mean my last name. Locke. I'm a professor, ornithologist, a virtual one. I observe the fowl of harvest time. I haven't been here long, but you're right, there's no birds here. Have you seen anyone here on the roof? Oh, yes. A farmer was here not long ago. He was trying to destroy a gate. I told him to stop making noise because he was scaring the birds. Do you know why there aren't any birds in harvest time? Splendid question. Nobody knows. I wrote about it on messaging boards, asked the admins, but there seems to be no clear answer. Some say it's a bug the devs don't want to fix. Others say they deleted them on purpose in order to get smoother animations. Simulating bird behavior was too resource-consuming? It doesn't make sense, right? It's the end of the 22nd century. Unthinkable. I just want to make sure, even though there aren't any birds in this game, you're watching them. Yes, I've documented 101 species. More and more disappeared with every subsequent patch. Poor birdies. I see that you're interested in birds. Would you like to watch them with me? I would, but I don't have binoculars. Patience and a keen eye. These are the weapons of an ornithologist. I assure you it's much more interesting than growing damn pumpkins. What do you say? Pretty fun, huh? It's very relaxing. A birdie could fly by any second. It's so exciting. It's nice watching birdies in good company. More like watching the absence of birdies. I think I've had bird watching. Plank had the word jump engraved on it. Just a casual stroll over a chasm. Maybe it meant a leap of faith. There were no haystacks in sight below. Oh, weird. I found myself in a graveyard. It made me wonder whether I'd actually died in harvest time. I didn't think it was possible. The area looked like a fragment of some old seasonal event. These kinds of attractions were designed to extract money from players. The location was surrounded by a barrier closing off the playable area. It should be inaccessible, but the code wasn't perfect. Game code showed some leftovers from the Pumpkins and Ghost event. The main prize for completing the event was a ghost skin. The activity showed that other than me, there was a player with a freemium account logged in here. It was Farmer Stanley, my client. Those candles had been lit recently. Unless there was no such thing as candle burnout in harvest time, but since it was a free-to-play game... Stanley, are you there? My voice echoed off the tombstones. The only response I got was dead silence. Should have expected. I saw motion. A human silhouette emerged from behind the tombstone. Hello, ma'am. Seen this model before. It was one of the game's basic avatars, just in orange tones. The player picked a default name, Farmer Stanley. Was it a lack of imagination? Laziness? Cautiousness? It's me, Stanley, I mean. We can talk safely here. It's nice that you took the job. Let's talk about my feet. What? Oh, the dough. Right. I was gonna say, is this enough? That's not much. Can you shell out a little more? Well, maybe we could give you some gnarly items from the game. You can sell them at auctions for real dough, so good deal? Oh, he's broke. Items are fine. I'm not against digital goods. Thank you, detective. He looked around nervously. For a moment, he gazed at the door of a nearby shrine. He faltered ever so slightly, but regained his balance and pinned his eyes on me. You seem tense. What's wrong? Oh, nothing. I'm sorry. I thought I heard something. So what should we talk about? I can see you want to keep things low-key. First, the hide-and-seek, now this odd place, your avatar. Stanley stayed silent. It looked like he didn't understand what I had said. What are you afraid of? I can't talk to anyone. Bosses get mad if we don't do our daily work and they ban chat. All we do is farm. It's all about loot boxes. But it's cool, they won't find us here. Few players know about the graveyard exploit. We'd already talked about the money. Good. Stanley sighed. He looked tired. You often say we, are, and so on. The job order also used the plural, so who else is involved in this? They're friends from Orange Dream. We chipped in for a game deck. Oh, man, I didn't realize there'd be so much talking. Sit down, please. I didn't feel tired, but I sat to be polite. Can you tell me a bit about yourself? I'd like to know who I'm working for. I'd rather not. You know, it's a matter of security and trust. I'm not just a game deck. I'm also a net personality that has to maintain their reputation. You can trust me. Okay, but I don't know what to say. I like games, but now I only play Harvest. My boss is a pain in the ass, so I work hard to bring in money. Once, the enigmatic sphere dropped from a loot box. Ultra. My friends say I'm lucky with my rolls. And I like a girl from the organization, but I don't talk to her because I'm too shy. Can I tell you now why we hired you? Okay, tell me. Why do you need a game deck? So we need help. Me and my friends from the group, we get disconnected a lot, especially lately. You get disconnected from the game. Could be software or hardware or the connection. No, that's not it. All those things are good, for sure. We just get kicked out of the game and all the progress gets thrown away. Forced logouts were rare and usually caused by software issues, either in the game or in the computer controlling the player's couch. The cause would be displayed in the logs, and the player had access to that data. The computer your couch is hooked up to must have reported the cause of those logouts. Did you keep those logs? Can you share them with me? I don't know how. I don't really know much about it. The technical knowledge of players is often limited to turning on the equipment and launching the game. You know what? I could come over and check what you play on, take a look at the software. That's not possible. Please, Gamedec, find another way, okay? Stanley froze suddenly. He looked still as a frame. Stanley? Are you okay? I checked the game log. He was still logged in. He hadn't been disconnected. There's a small problem. My boss noticed I'm not where I'm supposed to be. He's looking for me. Who's your boss? He's an asshole. He's just an asshole. I'll get in trouble if he catches me here. I'll be brief. Side effects of pharmaceuticals. Stanley. Okay. Tachypnea, issues with balance and speech, distraction. These could be symptoms of exhaustion, but also side effects of pharmaceuticals. Stanley took off his hat and wiped his forehead as if he were sweating, even though the game didn't include it. He smiled apologetically. I don't know what time it is, but I'm dead on my feet. I can see you're not doing so well. Tell me how you feel. Well, pretty bad lately. Work's getting harder. Got a headache. My arms and legs are sore. Almost everything hurt. It's bad. Go on. I don't know how to describe it. I'm kind of muddled. All that getting in and out of the game makes it hard to remember what day it is, what happened, and so on. Oh, fuck. The boss is going to check on me in Realium. I need to go. Others from the Orange Folk will help. They're on public farms. Oh, you can exit the graveyard through the shrine. Let's meet here later when you know something, okay? Stanley left the game and disappeared from the active players list. Some nicely rendered stone texture. He was buried here. Maybe that was where the ghost came from? If the candles burned completely, some end pack would have to come here regularly to replace them. That's why in cheaper game candles are eternal. Alright. I think this might be a good time to end the stream, and we can pick up with some more Ori and the Will of the Wisp on Thursday, and maybe some more of this when I have time. So there might be more Gamedec streams throughout the week. This is very interesting. Oh, Poppy. But yeah, so we will pick up with more of this when I have the time. We might or might not. We're doing Ori and the Will of the Wisp on Thursday at 8 p.m. EST. We will also be doing Deponia on Sunday at 12 p.m. EST, assuming we don't have more rogue devices on our network. Thank you so much for everyone who joined me today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend, and stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.